Hey, it's Gianna, the Mythical Garden today with a Spirit Baby message to see what messages the Spirit Baby has for you. Don't forget, every Tuesdays and Fridays I do live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, so let's get into it. Alright, ancestors, what message does the Spirit Baby have today for the collective? What message does the Spirit Baby have for the collective? So we have the Ace of Cups. Let me see if I can zoom in. Ooh, not too much. Alright. So we have the Ace of Cups. This just tells me there is a new beginning coming in. More like an emotional, fulfilling beginning. Right? The Spirit Babies are basically trying to enter during like the peak of love, as I will say, like when love is at its highest. Let's see what else. Right. Oh, okay, I see what it is. All right. So we have the Five of Pentacles here, right? So Ace of Cups and Five of Pentacles is like, love is not lost, right? I feel like this is a message for those who have had miscarriages and felt like it's their fault. It's not your fault. What happens is Spirit Babies, sometimes someone will just come for, the experience of just being conceived and, never being birthed. But don't take it as anything wrong with you. Don't take it as, they left you because you didn't feel love, especially those who had abortions. They don't take any offense to it, right? So don't think that you guys are on outs because you either had a miscarriage or an abortion. That's not what's getting here. Right. Then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Like, so there's healing around this whole aspect here. So there's healing, because if it was upright, you still will be wounded, right? Because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. But right now, it's saying that this healing is coming in around this, right? Especially around fertility. There's a lot of healing going around. I feel like a lot of people are going to start being able to conceive a lot lately. In the next couple of months, especially around the summertime, like when spring gets, you will see, because spring has Ostara. Ostara is like the time where fertility is at its highest peak, but there's healing around all of this. Let's see what else. And the Queen of Wands. I feel like a lot of people are getting ready mentally, not even physically, but more mentally and spiritually, because we have the Queen of Wands and the little cat here, intuition. But the Queen of Wands, somebody who is, very secure in what they want. They know what they want. I'm not very much a go-getter, right? But very secure, right? So a lot of you are probably in the process of planning a pregnancy, or just might be in the state of like, I'm ready for it, but not actively planning. Just more like, yeah, I'm ready for it. Whatever happens, happens. That's the type of energy it's getting. Let's see. Looking at, let me zoom out. So we have the Sun card, right? Let me just pull it. There it goes. So we have the Sun, which just talks about happiness, right? Like I said, the Spirit Babies are coming back in during the peak time of love and happiness. So, and that's also giving a very masculine energy. So it might be a wave of boy Spirit Babies about to be conceived soon. But definitely happiness is going on here. Some people might conceive around Leo season. So it might be around Leo season where all these boys are being conceived and stuff like that. Let's see. What else? So we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and the Moon, right? Two of Pentacles and the Moon. I feel like a lot of people are juggling back and forth between okay and not okay, right? That's what the energy is, juggling, right? Two Pentacles is just juggling things. And even though it talks about like pentacles are very earthly things, but here I feel like it's just more of a feeling, right? More a feeling being okay and not okay. And then we have the moon here, which is talks about things are hidden or being revealed. Uh, but more on this is things are being very, very healing, and old wounds might be illuminated a little bit, but only to come up to heal, right? But a lot of the aspect is what's being hidden is the timeline, the game plan of stuff like that, right? Of how this is gonna approach and be out in the physical. Let me get the last card. Let me see, because it's feeling a little crooked here. All right, boom. All right. Okay. The King of Wands, right underneath the Queen of Wands. This tells me that there is planning going on with you, and if you're connected to somebody, you and significant other, or plans of you and your soulmate actually having kids together, right? But I feel like, yeah, this planning, right? This is definitely planning between two lovers who are very connected, emotionally, physically, spiritually connected, that are planning on bringing a child in, right? Because even look at the Sun card; it's a little baby on a white horse coming in, right? And then the Queen of Wands is somebody who's spiritual, right? But the King of Wands is somebody who's very grounded, but also very passionate. And together, these two come out as a soulmate energy, right? So we have the Page of Pentacles about it, which is tentative ideas, tentative planning, tentative offers. So it's been in the ethers, it's been talked about, it's been discussed about, but it's not a solid plan that's going to be approaching the situation, right? So it's like, if it happens, it happens. Like I said, if it happens, it happens. But more so it's like, we talked about it, we might be planning it, but we're going to let it be in for future ideas and plans, right? So let's get a message from the Spirit Babies. What says Spirit Baby says? Messages. So let's see. What messages does Spirit Babies have here? What messages do the Spirit Babies have or want to say? It says, Mom and Daddy, I'm super proud of you. I want to be a superhero just like you. So, like, yeah, the Spirit Babies think you guys are awesome. Like, you think you guys have more strength and resilience because you guys have gone through so much, right? Especially, dealing with the act of doing abortion, which takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and a lot of inner strength at that. And then, dealing with the miscarriages, you have to have a lot of inner strength and resilience. A lot of people don't think so, but I believe so. So if you guys ever experience either one, like, just know, like, in the eyes of your Spirit Babies, you guys are superheroes, right? Even those who even didn't experience that, you guys in the eyes of your Spirit Babies are superheroes, just because of the, continues getting that shit end of the stick and keep being a better person, being a happier person, living life without bitterness. Let's see. Ooh. Hold on. All right, so we have, what is it? Archangel Salafin says, your root chakra is blocked. Tell him your worries, Mom and Daddy, so he can take them to God and get your prayers answered. Yeah, so root chakra, I think root chakra has to deal with, like, passion or creativity or just, like, movement and stuff like that, because it's, like, at your feet. So, move around, do some walking, move the body, but definitely, give your problems and issues to, your spiritual court, to God, the universe, your ancestors, whoever you believe in. Give them your power, give them the power to take away your problems and speak to your problems with that, because, they love to hear from us and intercede, and they only intercede when we ask them. For the most part, ancestors just be doing it for the willy-nilly, but just ask them for help to remove certain obstacles out your way and help them unblock certain things so that goodness could come in. Let's see what else. What else from the Spirit Babies? Yeah, Mama Donna, can you please clear your energy? I'm trying to talk to you, but you can't hear me. Do some saging, do some ground. Actually, do some meditations, right? When you're in a state of constant anxiety, constant worriness. Oh, excuse me. and always just, you know, brain is always chattering. You can't really hear the spirit babies. And just do some meditations. You can hear them spirit baby meditations, and they will speak to you and talk to you. Sometimes they might even come in dreams and stuff like that. So let's see. Let's see what else. So we have Archangel Gabriel says your crown chakra is blocked. Dad asks him to help clear your ego thoughts that are blocking you from love, wisdom, and communication from your higher self. He can't help to wait. So get out of ego. Basically, what I'm getting is get out of ego. Rest into humility, right? Because what happened with ego is, you know, edging God out. The ego blocks a lot of things, especially, you know, if you're a very spiritual intuition. It blocks your intuition. You run from a place of I'm right, I'm always right, even though sometimes you're wrong. So, you know, relax the ego. Let the ego sit in the back seat. Don't let it run the train anymore. And I feel like that's when you get more messages and downloads. Says Mom, Daddy, I know this journey isn't easy, but I bet you a plate of cookies, it'll be worth it. Right? I feel like this is more so like just to get to where you're at in life. It's kind of hard. It's been hard. But like I said, they think you're a superhero. They think you're very resilient, very, very strong to be who you are and not be bitter. All right, let's see what else. Let me get 2 more cards, please. Let me get one more. So that one just on the floor. I should have grabbed it. Hold on. All right. So we have Mom and Daddy. Archangel Handheld wants to help you connect with the intuition, calling her so she can help show you the joyful path towards your goals. Right. So I feel like, again, intuition, because we have 2 things with the crown chakra. There's with your intuition. Right. So your intuition, and here being blocked, the intuition being blocked as well. So work on your intuition. Here, try to clear out the intuition. Like do some like meditations. I know YouTube has some meditations with intuition and clearing the crown chakra and stuff like that. But here, this is the energy we was getting earlier. It says, Mom, please stop feeling so guilty. I'll come back, I promise. So that could be from, like I said, the miscarriages and the abortion decisions. Like, don't feel guilty. Like I said, these spirit babies don't harbor any bad feelings. They don't harbor any guilt or ill will towards you. They're very understanding. They know that sometimes decisions are already in your soul contract. They see, like you guys forget, they see the soul contract before we even get down here, right? So they see your soul contract and their soul contract. They understand that, you know, they make the decision for the good. Sometimes some of these spirit babies do want to come in and be born in chaos. Some just want to be born in love, and I feel like this particular area is some of them just want to be born in love, and they understand that sometimes shit happens, so don't take it too hard. Actually, I want to get one more. Let me get the final card, please. Thank you. Mama, Daddy, the answer is yes. So whatever thought you have, for the most part, I'm getting is the right time. So the answer is yes. Yes, it's the right time to start again, try again. And look, bottom of the deck, spring. Like I said, spring or Tara, fertility time. Try it again in spring. You know, spring is only here a couple more weeks, right? So, you know, that's the time. That's the window for a lot of people to try. So we're going to get from this deck, which is kind of like characteristic traits, descriptions and stuff like that. So let's see. All right. Can we get some things that, you know, you want to tell us from this deck? Like what you look like, personality traits, how you're going to be. So you have curious. Then they will have brown hair. Let's see what else. Look at this. Intuitive. You guys are going to have a very spiritual baby. Intuitive. Okay. Let's see what else. For some, they may have blue eyes. Remember, this is a collective reading. Take what resonates. It's gonna be reliable. Oh, some of you might be having twins and multiple babies. Hey, hallelujah. I'm like, if that's what you want. I read a study that says women over 35 and over are more susceptible to having twins. So, good prayer for that. They're gonna love sports. Let's see. Determined. And also the blue eyes might be just to be born blue eyes, but it might change later. So we have restless here. So they're gonna have a very active baby. A very, very active baby. Both in the womb and out. Brave. Gonna be courageous. Extremely courageous. Loving. Let me get one more card. Thank you. Caring, passionate, and the last is proud. So they may be with the proud, they may be very independent, right? So they may be too proud to ask for help. So, you know, just watch them a little bit. But this is like the character traits that they're gonna have. You know, some gonna have brown eyes. Oh, maybe brown eyes. They have brown hair, blue eyes, born blue eyes, but it might change. So it might not be definite. Multiples is out here. And then bottom of the deck we have June baby. So they might either be conceived in June. So be aware of that. But yeah, so this is the Spirit Baby message. I hope it resonated with some of you. If it did, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, I do live every Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And I will hope to see you guys there.